4 habits to prevent your prostate against inflammation and cancer. If you're over 55, there are conversations you should have had by now about your health, your legacy, your body, and how it's changing. But even more important than those conversations are the habits you commit to daily. At this stage of life, your routines are no longer just routines. They're either rebuilding you or silently working against you. Because after 60, every man enters a new season, and in this season, what you do is far more important than what you used to do. Thousands of men across the world are quietly taking charge of their health, not with expensive treatments or complex programs, but through 4 simple, consistent habits that are radically transforming the way they age. These habits have allowed them to sleep better, urinate with ease, enjoy their relationships more deeply, and most importantly, maintain dignity and strength in their golden years. But the tragedy is, most men don't know about these habits until it's too late, until the pain, the embarrassment, or the hospital visit forces them to confront the truth. The reality is this: after 60, there's a silent shift happening inside a man's body. And one of the most affected areas is the prostate. That small walnut-sized gland just below the bladder may seem insignificant, but it plays a powerful role in both sexual and urinary health. As men age, the prostate often enlarges, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. It's not always cancerous, but it doesn't need to be. An enlarged prostate can make your life miserable. Frequent urination, especially at night, a weak or hesitant stream, sexual difficulties, and a lingering sense of discomfort. But because it creeps in gradually, many men brush it off as normal aging. Emmanuel, a 67-year-old retired civil engineer, was one of those men. He had always taken pride in being strong, sharp, and dependable. But over time, his body began to speak in whispers, waking up multiple times a night to urinate, struggling to start the stream, and a slow, steady decline in libido. Still, he did nothing. He told himself it was part of growing old, that it would pass. Then one night, the whispers turned into a scream. He felt an unbearable pressure in his abdomen. He couldn't urinate at all. Panicked, he was rushed to the emergency room with a dangerously swollen bladder. The doctor looked him in the eye and said, "You could have avoided this." That moment was a turning point for Emmanuel. He made a decision to change his lifestyle, to stop ignoring the signs, and to start treating his health like the treasure it is. Today, Emmanuel is healthier and happier. His sleep has returned, his confidence is back, and he feels more in control than he has in years. He tells anyone who'll listen that waiting nearly cost him his health, and he's right. Because for many men, the difference between decline and recovery is not in some magic pill. It's in the simple habits they build each day. The kind of habits that protect the prostate, improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and restore vitality. If you're a man over 60, or if you love one, this message isn't just important, it's urgent. Because the cost of ignoring these habits is too high. But the reward of embracing them? Freedom. Let's not wait for an emergency to wake us up. Let's start now. Habit number 1, regular sexual activity, the natural prostate protector. Yes, we're going there, because real conversations lead to real healing. Regular sexual activity, whether through intimacy or solo ejaculation, isn't just about pleasure at this stage of life. It's about protection. According to a landmark study by the American Urological Association, men who ejaculate at least 21 times a month experience a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. That statistic alone is powerful, but let's talk about why it matters. Each time you ejaculate, the prostate releases fluid that helps transport sperm, but beyond reproduction, this release serves as a natural flush, clearing out built-up fluids, inflammatory agents, and potentially harmful cells. Think of it like flushing clean water through a pipe. You reduce the risk of clogging and stagnation. The prostate, when active and regularly emptied, remains healthier and more functional. Dr. Andrew McCullough, a respected urologist, puts it plainly. A sexually active prostate is a healthier prostate. It clears out inflammatory agents and keeps the gland functional. For many men, especially after 60, sexual activity may decline, not just due to physical factors, but often due to shame, loss of confidence, or emotional distance from a partner. But here's the truth. Your body still needs this release. Whether married or not, whether you're in a relationship or alone, don't let shame, culture, or discomfort stop you from caring for your health. This is about function, freedom, and future quality of life. Let's normalize the truth. Your prostate needs regular activity to thrive. Habit number 2, strategic eating. Feed your prostate right. What you put on your plate is either feeding disease or fueling health. There is no in-between. Especially when it comes to prostate health, food becomes a daily medicine. Strategic eating isn't about fancy diets or restrictions. It's about choosing the right soldiers for the internal war against inflammation and abnormal cell growth. Tomatoes, for example, are rich in lycopene, a potent antioxidant shown to reduce the risk of prostate cancer. But it doesn't stop there. Spinach, pumpkin seeds, Brazil nuts, broccoli, these foods are not trendy, they're therapeutic. Zinc, found abundantly in pumpkin seeds and oysters, plays a crucial role in testosterone balance and immune strength, both of which directly affect prostate health. Then there are the cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, kale, cauliflower, and broccoli, which contain compounds that actively reduce dihydrotestosterone, DHT, a hormone responsible for prostate enlargement. Let's bring this to life with a story. Mr. Tim, a 72-year-old retired teacher, once lived on a diet of processed meat, soda, and white bread. He chalked up his frequent bathroom trips and fatigue to old age, until a nutritionist convinced him to try the Mediterranean way of eating: more greens, more olive oil, nuts, and fewer processed foods. Within 3 months, he reported, "I stopped waking up 5 times a night. I felt clearer. My energy came back." That wasn't magic. That was intentional fuel for his body. We must stop treating food as an afterthought. Make every meal a strategic decision. Your prostate doesn't just respond to pills or checkups. It responds daily to what you chew and swallow. Healing can begin at the dinner table. Habit number 3, strategic hydration. Water is your silent healer. They say water is life, but for men over 60, water is healing. And when it comes to prostate health, how you hydrate matters just as much as how much. You see, proper hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It plays a central role in flushing toxins, maintaining bladder function, and reducing the risk of urinary tract infections, 2 of the leading triggers of prostate inflammation. An inflamed or congested prostate doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It's often the result of years of internal stress, some of which could have been washed away with the simple act of drinking water mindfully. Most men make the mistake of waiting until they're thirsty or chugging large amounts of water at once. But by then, the body is already under stress. Instead, the goal should be strategic hydration, a calm, steady flow of water through the system that supports natural detoxification throughout the day. A powerful routine could look like this. Start your morning with 1 to 2 full glasses of water. This awakens your kidneys and rehydrates your body after sleep. Between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., sip water consistently, small amounts every hour. Then, after 7 p.m., gradually reduce intake to prevent nocturia, the frustrating need to wake up at night just to urinate. A dehydrated body produces more concentrated urine, which irritates the bladder and puts pressure on the prostate. Over time, this strain builds, but a well-hydrated body helps your urine flow freely and reduces inflammation, keeping your system relaxed and your prostate under less stress. In essence, water is your daily internal cleanse. Don't underestimate it. In a world of supplements and surgeries, it's often the silent habits, like hydration, that offer the loudest healing. Habit number 4. The 15-minute walk after meals, the forgotten goldmine. We live in a sit-down generation. We eat and sit, we scroll and sit, we watch and sit. But this passive lifestyle is one of the silent enemies of male vitality, and especially prostate health. After every meal, your body is working hard to digest, to circulate nutrients, and to maintain metabolic balance. Sitting immediately after eating slows that process, increases fat retention, and promotes inflammation throughout the body, including in the pelvic region where the prostate lives. But what if you could change that with something as simple as a 15-minute walk? Just 15 minutes after each major meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, can do more than most medications. Walking post-meal enhances digestion, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces bloating, and most importantly, improves blood circulation. This includes blood flow to the pelvis, which keeps the prostate nourished and oxygenated. It's like giving your body the signal. Let's work with this food, not store it as trouble. David, a 69-year-old grandfather and retired civil servant, used to suffer from constant bloating, sluggishness, and late-night bathroom trips. His doctor suggested something simple: walk every evening. So David began taking his dog out for a stroll after dinner, just 15 minutes. Within 3 months, he had lost 12 pounds. But more than that, he said, I sleep better. I pee better. I feel younger. That walk became his reset button, physically, emotionally, and hormonally. The truth is, movement is medicine, and after meals, it's magic. You don't need a treadmill or a gym subscription. You need your legs, your breath, and 15 quiet minutes. Walking after meals is one of the most overlooked habits for aging men, but it's also one of the most powerful. Don't let a sedentary routine sabotage your future. Make the walk a non-negotiable. Your prostate will thank you. The future is in your habits, not your age. If you're over 60, your future isn't defined by fear, it's designed by habits. These 4 habits might seem small, but they create massive change. Protect your prostate with regular sexual activity. Eat smart with prostate-loving foods. Hydrate like your health depends on it, because it does. Move your body after meals. It's your daily detox. Men, your prostate is whispering. Are you listening? Share this video with a brother, father, friend, or mentor. Help a man live longer, stronger, and with more freedom. Like, share, and subscribe for more life-saving insights.